4159. What enhances the growth rate of precipitation? A. Advective action. B. Upward currents. C. Cyclonic movement. The correct answer is B. Upward currents, also known as updrafts, play a significant role in enhancing the growth rate of precipitation. In the process of precipitation formation, moisture-laden air is lifted upward. As the air rises, it cools and reaches its dew point, causing water vapor to condense into visible water droplets or ice crystals. These condensed particles can continue to grow through collision and coalescence or the process of ice crystal growth, eventually forming precipitation such as rain, snow, or hail. Upward currents are responsible for lifting air masses vertically, allowing them to reach higher altitudes where the conditions for condensation and precipitation are more favorable. Strong updrafts can enhance the growth rate of precipitation by providing more opportunities for condensation and by keeping the condensed particles suspended in the air for longer periods, allowing them to grow larger before falling to the ground. 4102. What temperature condition is indicated if wet snow is encountered at your flight altitude? A. The temperature is above freezing at your altitude. B. The temperature is below freezing at your altitude. C. You are flying from a warm air mass into a cold air mass. The correct answer is A. Wet snow at your altitude means that the temperature is above freezing since the snow has begun to melt. For snow to form, water vapor must go from the vapor state to the solid state, known as sublimation, with the temperature below freezing. Since melting snow has been encountered, the freezing level must be at a higher altitude. 4099. The presence of ice pellets at the surface is evidence that A. There are thunderstorms in the area. B. A cold front has passed. C. There is freezing rain at a higher altitude. The correct answer is C. Rain falling through colder discs may gotten to be supercooled, solidifying on effect as solidifying rain, or it may solidify amid uncertainties plummet, falling as ice pellets. Ice pellets continuously show solidifying rain at higher height. 4161. Which precipitation type normally indicates freezing rain at higher altitudes? A. Snow. B. Hail. C. Ice pellets. The correct answer is C. Ice pellets, also known as sleet, are small, translucent balls of ice that form when snowflakes partially melt as they fall through a layer of above-freezing air and then refreeze into ice pellets before reaching the ground. They are typically observed during winter weather conditions when there is a shallow layer of above-freezing temperatures aloft, but sub-freezing temperatures near the surface. Freezing rain, on the other hand, refers to liquid raindrops that fall through a layer of sub-freezing air near the surface and freeze upon contact with cold objects on the ground, forming a glaze of ice. Unlike freezing rain, ice pellets have already undergone partial melting and refreezing in the upper levels of the atmosphere, resulting in their characteristic solid structure. 4121. Stability can be determined from which measurement of the atmosphere? A. Low-level winds. B. Ambient lapse rate. C. Atmospheric pressure. The correct answer is A. The ambient lapse rate. Stability in the atmosphere refers to the tendency of air parcels to either remain in place, stable, or rise and mix, unstable. It can be determined by analyzing the ambient lapse rate, which is the rate at which the air temperature changes with increasing altitude. The ambient lapse rate is calculated by measuring the temperature at different altitudes in the atmosphere and observing how it changes. There are three main types of lapse rates. Stable lapse rate. In a stable atmosphere, the ambient lapse rate is less than the dry adiabatic lapse rate, approximately 3 degrees Celsius per 1,000 feet. This means that the temperature decreases at a slower rate with increasing altitude. Stable conditions often occur when cool air is trapped near the surface or when there is a temperature inversion, where temperature increases with height. These conditions inhibit vertical air movement and can lead to the formation of stratified clouds, reduced turbulence, and restricted vertical mixing. Unstable lapse rate. In an unstable atmosphere, the ambient lapse rate is greater than the dry adiabatic lapse rate. This means that the temperature decreases more rapidly with increasing altitude. Unstable conditions promote vertical air movement and can result in convective activity, such as the formation of cumulus clouds, thunderstorms, and turbulence. Unstable lapse rates are commonly observed on warm and sunny days when the surface is heated, causing air parcels to rise and mix. Neutral lapse rate. In a neutrally stable atmosphere, the ambient lapse rate is approximately equal to the dry adiabatic lapse rate. The temperature decreases at a relatively constant rate with increasing altitude. Neutral conditions indicate a balance between stable and unstable tendencies, and vertical air movement is neither significantly inhibited nor enhanced.